A test, a test, a test, a one, a two, a one, a two. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see if this camera is set up correctly. 1, 2. Okay, looks like we have audio. Hey, good morning. This is Dave. I'm doing a quick live stream, 45 minutes, just getting my day together. Cut the audio out in this. And the noise you might be hearing in the background is WildStar, which is today's the last day of this game is going to be online. So I think they're officially shutting down the server at, when? 2 p.m. Pacific time, so 5 p.m. Eastern time. So I'll probably be hanging out on there for a good part of the day. But I just want to get some planning done. So this is my virtual co-working stream experiment this week, where I'm just streaming about what I'm doing every day. Just to get back in the habit of doing this stream stuff. See if there's any improvements. I've been away from this for about 3 or 4 months as I've been focusing on doing other things. But I've still been hanging out in the virtual co-working chat room. Just hanging out. Hopefully this stream is live, or you can see it now if you go to the main page. So what I'm going to do today, this morning, in the next bit of time, I just need to start doing some day planning. So I may split to my regular chat view mode. Let's see. Link should hopefully work now. YouTube.com, see Dave say live. Let me just confirm that. I can confirm it on this computer. Why not? Let me open up a browser window. Bloop. And let's see, I'm claiming it's youtube.com, so let's see. Dave say live. Okay, so now the live window is showing up again. Okay, that's good. Before I turned it off and it was broken. So anyway, first things first. Part of my startup ritual is just to check into the virtual co-working chat room. And streamer mode is enabled. Stay safe, friend. Oh, there's someone new in the chat room. Let's see. I will say hi a little later. But one of the first things I do when I'm starting my day is I check the accountability room, which is a few of us are keeping tracks of like the things we're trying to do during the week. So this is my week list. Today is Wednesday. I want to have a final draft of a couple of things. And then I also have this dental appointment. That really is, that's all that's on my list of things to do. But then, I should check my timesheet. Just to make sure that that's all right. I should make a sound in my... Let's head to fade over here. So that's when I wait for my timesheet to come up. It's just taking forever. Oh, what the heck. Something as weird is going on. Weird things are happening. I'm stuck in jumping mode. Server's acting weird. So over there on the other screen, I have instance of WildStar running. And I might as well go into Fade and just have the music playing in the background. Oh, I'm not in Fade. I'm in White Veil. My UI is screwed up too. Can I reset the UI? Oh, I get distracted. Let's get this tracking stuff on because I don't have a whole lot of time today. So anyway, this is my list of things to do. I'm not sure what happened to my timesheet. I was asking for this password. And now here is what's on my timesheet, and I gotta check my task backlog too. These are things that I'm not actively tracking, but just have to get to. Oh, this is stupid. Let me go to Fade. Well, Wigwally is a good place. So, yeah, maybe it's gonna be just a distracted day. Tell it's not gonna go well. Whoa. Things are breaking. Try not to get angry about it. Yeah. No, the microphone just fell through the cracks of this chair. Somehow. Put this in a different place. So, can't get the Christmas tree until I finish the basement purge. Can't finish because I need to move stuff up and out. I actually did do Don's website, so this is just Robert's website now. People who are using one of my servers whose sites got hacked. I am moving them off to their own servers now. When stuck in accountability. I don't know if we'll actually ever do that. I don't think there's a place for it. Just get rid of that. Alright, so now that I have this done, I'm going to go look at work doing, which is where I've been also been keeping short lists of things to do. Just seeing what other people are up to today. So my morning list will be live stream experiment day 3, which is today. Then dentist appointment. And then I feel a little discombobulated. I'm going to spend maybe code push to about 2 p.m. That'll be the work. What is going on with this? There is a lot of sound. I just want to go to a place where there's not enough noise happening. Just sitting on a snowman. So that's my morning list. I'm just going to do this today. I might as well start my code push. Let's see if I can do that. Go.
Opening me.
Let's move this over to those. Oops. Okay, I don't need this one. This one I want to go full screen. And this, let's move to the side screen here. So what I'm doing now is I'm organizing my desktop. Just moving things to different screens. This is a 2-monitor setup. I don't know if you can tell from this the aux cam view. So 2 screens. Well, that's the PC. There's actually 3 screens. Let me move this camera back so you can see what I got going on here. Will it fit? This is a power connector. That why not? So there's the monitor. That's the main monitor that I am casting. Then there's the Mac, and then there's the PC over there, and then above, if we can move this. Then the PC is actually sitting up there, up on that Calyx shelf unit. So, I was wondering if I could actually zoom in on the screen here. That would be kind of cool. Not ideal, but you can at least see kind of what that game looks like. Yeah. In fact, if I sit here, so block it, I can actually move this out of the way. Or if I had a longer cable for this, I could actually, so it seems the back of my stupid head. anyway, so I don't think that's going to work, but at some point figuring out how to do this on stream, like I could actually use that as an NDI source, but it kills my network. So I don't think I can do that. Let's put this back over here. I think that's a pretty good angle. I do need to extend that power connector. Ugh. So anyway, oops, I've screwed up on my positioning. Yeah, a lot of fiddling happens in the morning just to get into the mindset. It's 10:45. If I can get some code working in the next 30 minutes, I'll think of that as being a win. So let's look at the screen again. The desolate desert of my mind. But all right. So anyway, I said start to set up my screens here. Let's see. We've got this is the code window. What I should set up is another window here. What's a better way of doing this? Let's use this code window. And then on this screen, we'll put up a terminal. And put on this screen. Okay. That should be fine. This maybe doesn't need to be quite as wide. Anyway, this code I'm working on is for learning science stuff. And I'm building a new system. Oops. I'm building a new system for the next round of projects that's using something called Electron. Electron is a way of packaging a website into a standalone application. And so you can use web-based technologies to develop and then deploy as a desktop app. It's not the smallest app, but then it allows you to develop one code base that works on the web and on a desktop computer, like a PC or a Macintosh. I assume we can run it on Linux, but I've never tried that. Let's see, I want to go to... What was I doing last night? In every moment of my projects, I keep a log of what I'm doing in it, because otherwise I forget. And I keep them in the project itself because that means that my notes are always in the project context. Otherwise, if I kept it in a separate notebook, then I would lose it or have to pull it up. I used to use something called Quiver, which I actually just got updated. Release notes. Oops, what's going on? Something terrible happened. New release notes. 3.2 multi-library support. Better syncing. I guess we'll see. Quiver is a good general purpose notebook if you're running mixed code and stuff. Although it looks like it doesn't have any of my notebooks. Did I not import any of them? Oh, that's alarming. Let's see if we can. Huh. Did they change everything? Let's see where this would be. It's in my working docs. It needs to be in here. Probably need to consolidate my journal keeping. It's probably... And there's a journals folder here. Quiver notes. This should move this into working docs. In fact, let's do that right now. So I want to go to Dropbox, Personal, Journals, Actually, let's move them all out of here. And to working docs. And that's in a different folder. I'll go here. And now we can import these suckers. So now I've moved that to working docs, journals, quiver notes. I could have sworn I had more of these. Is it in the top level? Let's load this one. This is it. What's a QV library? Doesn't seem to actually be doing anything. Huh. I think this is broken. I don't know what's going with that. I don't know. Well, my notes seem to have disappeared. Anyway, so that was a waste of time. Let's just go back here. Anyway, I'm looking at my development notes here. And last I left off is that there was this problem. Can't use switch or route inside of a router when there's clearly an ancestor router. Okay, so I need to do this. I need to find the working code. Make router work again. Because current use of render routes and with router both seem to break. Oh, someone's in the chat room. What does it say? It says good morning. Let's say good morning. Sunrider took me on to another really cool co-working stream. Melody something? What was the link for that? I should promo it. Sometimes he is actually on there. Melody. Sorry, like I don't know what your pronouns are, Sunrider. I kind of assumed it was dude, but correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, she starts at 11. So doing this 10 to 11 block might be a better time for me because then I can watch her stream afterwards. Let's see. So this, what I need to do is run development server here now. Okay. Dude, it's dude. What camera am I looking at? Dude. Okay, so I'm running the compiling thing on this side. You can see like the exciting. It's compiled successfully, so I should be able to go to localhost 3000 now and then actually see something not work. I should see a bunch of errors. So, oh, these are all new errors. Type error. Cannot read properly bind of undefined in app shell JSX line 40. App shell JSX line 40. Alright, because I have gotten rid of... Why can't that one? It's saying undefined? Oh, because I think I use a function called toggle. Alright, this is just binding the... We don't need any of this stuff right now. We don't even need this constructor, because I'm just trying to get this thing to work. And hopefully it's supposed to automatically recompile. Yeah, there it goes. So now we cannot read is open if null. I'll just strip all this stuff out of here. Where is that? Is open. Oh, I see. Okay. Let's restore that constructor. This state is open. Oh, let's see if that should... This compiling is really slow. Now it's at F shell 40? Oh, okay, this state, it's not automatically created as an object, so we had to actually do this. Something like that, I think. That should assign an object, and that should work. Now this is the error I'm talking about. You should not use a switch outside of a router. It's happening. I don't know what this is. Look into, consider adding an error boundary to your tree. What is an error boundary? Yeah, this was junk. That's right. Shouldn't break everything. No, this makes sense. Use static get derived state from error to render a fallback U error that is thrown. What part of this is actually called an error boundary? That's interesting. Now, is this an example of something I need to implement to enable it? It's an extension? Is this just a terribly named class? Only class components can do error boundaries. So I'm still not sure what this thing actually does. All right, if this did work, as I would expect it to work, in a non-stupid way, I would think that this get derives, there's a static, a class component becomes an error boundary. This should be called error boundary example. If it defines either or both of the lifecycle methods, static or component did catch. Use static get derived to render fallback UI after error has been thrown. All right, let's stick this in there and see what happens. And we have the ability to, okay. If this state has error, all right. Okay, so allegedly, if I do something like this, has error, false. Now why is it complaining about this? I expected to auto form, oh, that's stupid. I wonder if this state has error. That's probably not good style. Let's try this. Return. Blah. I wish I wonder if this will actually do anything. No, it does not like that. Oh, okay, right. Did I get rid of that? Okay, let's see what happens. I expect bad things. You should not use switch. So this is a previous error. Okay, now I'm not getting the error boundary. Correct, because I didn't add that method yet. Which should be... What was it again? Get derived state from error. Why do they... Okay, so unused return has error true. Let's see what happens. Recompiling. So it actually is actually producing an error. Maybe I have learned something. Return error. C console. I don't know if I can do this. I don't think so. Since this is running under Webpack, I think this gets faked. Is it double? Oh, now it doesn't like it. Now what's it complaining about? Error in must be placed on a new line. I don't get it. Let's do ESLint rules. I just removed my parentheses. Why did it do that? What is this rule? One expression per line. Seriously? Now what's it complaining about? I guess I almost did that way. Now I'm expecting this to render some sort of no useful error. It does not. Oh wait, objects are not valid in a React child. Okay, actually want to make it this, I think. What I'm curious about is whether or not this will actually get replaced by the Webpack compiler. I don't think it will. No, because it's reading it as the current Ender and Abshell. It's floating around I can't build for, but it's educational. Oh, I have 3 people watching. Hello people, hope you're having a productive day. I'm just getting started with my day. I have 15 minutes before I have to go to the dentist. So, alright, so now it's at least printing error in Abshell. So now I still need to figure out this next part. Why is this causing an issue? It claims that I'm using switch inside of a router. Here's my router definition. Here's the thing that is producing the error. If I remove it, I can't do it like that. It's just JSX. If I remove it, recompile it, the error goes away, but of course it's not running the router. is just inserting this without style. Now I guess a thing I could do, I wonder if it's actually not the error it's reporting doesn't have anything to do with the render routes, but actually with this declaration. What happens if I have let me just make this an empty object to see if it still throws the same error. Routes equals, I'm not sure what's going to happen. You should not use, again, it's doing the switch router thing. This time routes is empty. Recompiling. Interestingly, that time it worked. Probably because it just didn't generate anything. I wonder if there's a way I can see what it's actually producing. What would the best way be to do that? Okay, so can I actually I guess I can't do it that way. I do it like this. Or nope, I had to do it like this. I don't want to forget that I did that. This should render correctly. Okay. Oh, there's my cat. So let's try this. I don't know if this will do anything. Console log, render routes. Routes. Can we actually inspect this object? I suppose there's I should learn to use a freaking debugger. Hey, Zach. You are starting well, my day. Thank you. I hope your day is going well. What are you working on? I should probably move this screen to the other thing. Alright, so I do see stuff. This is what's actually being produced by the render routes call. It's creating a function called switch. I suppose this is a React element. What is going on the screen? The WildStar is running in the background, and there are Wigwally. What are these things called again? These ridiculous little creatures. I lost my screen. What is this? Is this what JSX looks like? It's try to make sense of what this is. I'm guessing it's a React component of some kind. Type. Yeah, this is a React component. It's a switch. I wonder if this switch statement is not the same as this switch statement. Okay. Okay. Let's do an analysis. The error thrown is that switch isn't allowed in the outside of a router. However, I am using a router, specifically hash router. However, is it possible that these are different routers that happen to share the same name because JavaScript is terrible? Possibly, or I'm dead wrong. Let's see. Wonder how much lag there is between this and the other. YouTube has like kind of low, it's kind of slow. They just start all the way from again. Oh, you click on that to get to the end. Alright, so how much of a lag is there between... How much of their lag is there between when I do something like this and I actually see it over there? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. 4 second? That's not bad. Alright, there's a 4 second. I just wish it would just make a frickin' noise so I knew that someone typed in the chat window. Let's see. Slovakia, huh? 5 p.m. there. The 30 monkeys noise. I'm playing a game called WildStar. I'll show you. Move this camera in. So there's a MMORPG called WildStar. And today is the day they're shutting the servers down. So I am in the game in my character, and the things making these monkey noise are these things. Maybe I should go someplace else where there are not monkeys. But apparently there's going to be a big gathering later on with any remaining players. Oh, there's no noise here. We'll sit on top of this convenient rock. Jump. My jumping sucks. This is a good place, a good vantage point. You can see what's going on from here. So that's what that is. That's the 30 monkeys noise. I should probably record all of this, so I can remember the Game Boy. Let's see. Okay, so let's get this back into position. I should make a mark on the floor so I can move this camera around a little bit more easily. I have never seen the Overlord anime. That's the actual plot of it? Like I like games like series like Log Horizon and parts of Sword Art Online. Couldn't quite get into Hack Sign though. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Maybe I should put the chat window on this screen so I can actually not stare stupidly over there and see what's going on. Let's see. Let's pull another browser window out of this. Move it over here. Yes. Yeah. Oh, damn it. Yes. Because I do have a shortcut for this. Stream, chat books. There, that works. Cool. So I have about 10 minutes before I need to go to my dentist appointment. So, okay, so back to the development thing. So I'm looking at this, and I'm wondering if I'm using a different router here. So here in App Shell, which is just my base view. This hash router is a form of router. Like, if I switch this to router, will anything actually happen? Will that error go away? I doubt it. Actually, I haven't declared router, so it's going to die. It should die. It better die. Yeah, router's not defined. So, where's hash router defined? pulling out a React router DOM. I'm wondering, that's where with router is coming from too. Render routes is being pulled out of React router config. Let's try this. Don't think this is going to work. Do anything. I'm thinking render routes is broken. Looking over here. Sunrider says, I enjoy it. Yeah, he's logged in when the server shut down and gets transported to another world as his game avatar. Lucky. And then he finds out he's extremely overpowered compared to the people there and starts to become an overlord. So, yeah, they're kind of like giant bunnies. Like, one thing I really liked about WildStar was its wrong camera. One thing I liked about WildStar was its character design. That's what pulled me into it. You see the original trailers that they used to put out for them. Like I want to be in this cartoon. The game experience itself really wasn't like that, though. It had kind of a conflicted identity, I think. Anyway, here's the boring thing I was just looking at. So I'm replacing this router. This used to say hash router. I just want to see if it actually throws the same error. And now it's complaining about a history thing. Prop history is marked as required with the router, but value is undefined. Can need a proper location of undefined a new router and all this stuff. What is the history type? React router. I'm thinking that this has changed recently. Although when I tried to restore the older versions of the code, it doesn't work either. So there's something different about this setup and the other one. Static routing. Alright, so this is what they have. Route path. Okay, they're literally doing it like this. Oh, that's route. I want router. Here they're using a browser router. I guess... Now I'm thinking that I probably can't directly inherit or directly use a router. Maybe not. Common low-level interface. I will typically use one of these. Let's try static route, or let's try browser router. Base name, these are all optional. Let's just see if we can, just trying to get it to compile right now. Zach says, your setup is nice, thank you. Did you grant your router with the correct authorizations? I don't know what that means. Probably not. Do I need to authorize things in React? That's new to me. Let's see. Actually, this actually seemed to do something, but it didn't match anything. So I don't know if it actually did anything. But now let's try re-enabling this command. Okay, this is the test. If this actually does something. If it doesn't crash. It gives me the same complaint. You should not use a switch outside of a router. I am using a frickin' router. Authorizations. Oops. That is my alarm. It is time for me to go. It's time for me to go. I had to go get my teeth looked at. So that's today's experimental live stream. They'll be back tomorrow, Thursday, probably, maybe 10 a.m. I was saying 11 to 12, but 10 to 11 might be better. But that's the plan. I'm not doing these for any specific reason other than to make sure that the equipment works, kind of try something different this week. I use the same time to plan for my day, get things moving. I don't know, it's just for the experience of things, a data point, if you will. And by the end of the week, maybe I'll have some insight to share. Actually, like I do have, if you're not familiar with my work, some of the things I do is like I write, big plug. Some of the things I do is I write on my blog about stuff that I'm doing. So I've been maintaining something called Groundhog Day resolutions. So I've been doing weekly reviews, and I pretty much I write down like how the week is going, and like currently I'm trying to do this thing I'm calling a 2-slot productivity focus. Like the theory being that I can't do as many things as I think I can. So let me find out how little I can do and still feel minimally productive. And I think I can focus on 2 main things a week. I think that's what it comes down to. I work for myself. A lot of the stuff I do is dealing with uncertainties or things I don't know how to do yet, like this React stuff I'm working with. And so like I have to manage quite a lot of and invent a lot of process along the time. And so my notion of what is productive is different than other people's notions of what's productive. On top of that, I want to create my side business. I want to create a community because I know being part of a community is really important for me feeling good. And when I feel good, I can be more productive. And it's nice to just be nice to people. You got to kind of swirl it around, I think. But anyway, so like I'll write my insights into these posts, and I also have various public documents where I've been logging the insights. So I started this accrual bucket. Everything that I think is learnable or I should remember, I've been writing into this spreadsheet. And you can find this spreadsheet if you look on my website. Or check into the virtual co-working chat room. So this will be the insights for the year we've been collecting. Anyway, I need to go, otherwise my dentist is going to yell at me. Thanks for watching, have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow.